that was the perfect time for me to like kneel down.
Get down on one knee and pop that question.
And down on bended knees.
Yeah. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to our channel. For today's video, as you can see from the title, we are going to be talking all about our engagement story. So we're pretty much just going to be telling you guys the story of how we got engaged, how Allan proposed to me, the whole planning and lead up to. So if you guys want to find out all about that, then just keep on watching. So as most of you guys would know, Allan and I are in a long distance relationship.
Yep.
I live here in Australia, he lives over in the US, which yes, means that we are completely on the opposite sides of the world from one another. We typically get to see each other every few months, and in between those times, we are most definitely long distance.
Yeah, and we've been together, I would say, a solid 2 years. We've been talking about being engaged maybe within like the 6 months to a year and leading up to now. And that's how I knew it was serious and we were heading to that direction.
Yeah. When would you say was like the time when you knew or felt like, okay, yep, this is like the person that I wanna?
I think right before you came in October.
Really?
We were talking about being engaged, and we were looking at rings and what you liked.
Yeah, he was like being sneaky, asking me like what kind of ring do you like? So low key, I actually thought that you might propose like back in October when I went over to the US for the first time. Like I wasn't fully expecting it, but I kind of was like, maybe he might, like I don't know.
Right. I
thought like maybe he could, because he's been asking me about rings, but obviously it didn't happen.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like let her enjoy her first time in the US. It's your first time in New York and I want to take you around. And even at that time, I didn't even get to like talk to your parents yet about it.
True. That's another thing that he did, of course, talk to my parents prior to proposing to me.
I bought the ring and I pretty much FaceTime with them and told them all about what my plans are with you and in the future. Showed them the ring and got their approval. And that's what I pretty much did before I came here. Crazy thing is, we just got engaged 4 days ago.
Which it definitely feels like longer than that.
It
like
feels
to say
longer.
It was only 4 days ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We officially got engaged, or he proposed to me on the 3rd of the 3rd, so the 3rd of March 2020, which is so insane. And then we didn't realize it till afterwards, but that specific date, because we're very big on seeing repetitive numbers. So like whenever we check our phones and we see, oh, I just missed it, 11:11, 12:12, 3:33, we always take a screenshot and like text it to each other, just as like that's our thing, right? So it was just insane that after everything that's said and done, we're like, okay, what's the date today? And we checked the date and it was like, oh my goodness, it's the 3rd of the 3rd.
3/3/2020.
Yeah, 3/3/2020, which is just insane.
And
like,
3 is my favorite number. Which,
there you go.
Which was more interesting is because I had no clue I was going to propose that same day. I knew that I was going to propose in this trip. I just didn't know which day until that morning. It was right before we walked out of the door where I decided to like say, you know what? This might be the perfect day to do it.
So what happened actually was we drove down to the coast to spend the night there. We arrived the day before, we spent the day on the beach, everything was all good and fun, but we were just so tired that we ended up having a really early night and we fell asleep so early, like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And then we ended up waking up at like 4:30 in the morning.
4:30, I woke up around 4. Woke up around 4:30 and we knew we decided we wanted to go to see the sunrise.
Yes, so that's something that we wanted to do. So we're like, awesome, like we're up early, let's go for a walk to go and catch the sunrise. I took him to this spot that I used to go to all the time with my family as a kid. Like it was one of my favorite spots down on the coast. And it's so funny because I kind of like set it up for you without even knowing it.
Yeah, and again, I was banking on if the scenery looks good and the time is right,
Right.
maybe this is the right time to do it.
Because he obviously had no idea where we were going. I was like, babe, I just want to take you on this walk. Like, it's really nice. Let's go. And he's like, yeah, okay, cool, let's go. He had no idea where we were going.
And another thing too, right before I walked out of the door, I was normally not gonna bring a side bag with me, and I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do it today, I can't have the box on my pocket. It would be bulging out of my pocket.
Yeah.
So it'll just be weird. So like, you know what? Right before we left, I grabbed the bag, put it in the bag, put my cell phone, the keys, whatever else I needed in the bag, and made sure it was in the bag.
Yeah, I had no idea. Like, I didn't even think, like, why is he carrying a bag? Like, I just was like, oh, I didn't even notice it, to be honest. So yeah, we went for the walk, reached the spot. I'll insert some footage of what the spot looked like right here. It was beautiful. I thought we were gonna be late to catch the sunrise, but it was like the perfect moment.
It was.
And you set up the camera, and you know what's crazy as well? Because we've been daily vlogging throughout his whole stay here.
Right.
I did not know that you were setting up the camera because you thought it was like a good spot to propose. Like, when you were setting up the camera, honestly, did you know you were going to do that? I knew that that angle and that spot would be great if I had the chance, but also because it looks really nice regardless. True. So like, if it wasn't the right time, I wasn't gonna do it. Okay. But it still looks nice. Yeah, yeah. But it was just right. What happened when we got there? I was like busy showing you the spot. I was like, babe, check this out. Like, it's so pretty. And it was beautiful. Like, you got the waves crashing. The sun was coming up. Yep. The temperature was perfect. Right. And another thing too is I set up the camera, and she's like, you know what? Let's go up there. Yeah. So behind there's like a whole nother like cliffside to look up, and I was like, babe, you know what? Let's go up the top of there. And he's like, no. I was like, you know what? Let's walk towards this little what do you call those things? I don't know. It was kind of like a raised platform that was standing on, and I was like, okay, let's just sit for a bit. Like, let's sit and take it in. When you said we were gonna go to the cliff, I kind of was like, no, not yet, because I kind of want to do it right now. Right. And then when she said I'm gonna take a video, yes, I was like, oh, this is perfect. Yeah. Because I know that she's gonna have the camera up and she's gonna look away, and when she looked away, that was the perfect time for me to like kneel down, get down on my knees, and pop that question. And down on bended knees. Yeah. I knew that when you had the camera up and you were gonna do a panoramic like view of the camera, of the scenery. It was so crazy because I was like, he's like, I remember he was standing on this side, and then I stood up and I was like, hold on, babe, let me just take this one shot real quick, hold on. And I was like panning along. You're going this way to this way. And then I went back again. Yeah. I can't remember because it's all you did. You went that way. Okay. And when you were looking, I got down on my knee. See, I was so focused on like getting that shot, and then I turned around, and then I was kind of like, I couldn't see him in my peripheral because I'm focusing on my phone. And then I looked down, and I was like, ah! And then basically that's when he just said, will you marry me? And I was like, yes. I think it was the perfect day, perfect timing. What you did was perfect because it set me up really well. Right. I just gave you everything on a silver platter, and you just had to like... Because you decided to go there. I didn't know if that scene, you know, that place is going to be that beautiful. It's funny because if you watch our other video that's going to have all the, you know, scenes, like everything, you're gonna see me fidgeting with my bag trying to get the box out. It's hilarious. And it's like I was so oblivious to that because I was just like, because you were looking away. It's so pretty, like it's so beautiful. But yeah, it was just perfect. It was really beautiful. Perfect time, perfect day. Yeah. You know, and perfect moment. Yeah. And then pretty much after that, after we kind of like, I stopped crying, we FaceTimed our families and told them. Their reactions were so lovely. They were happy for us, for sure. Yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it. After that, we ended up walking up the cliff like I wanted to. And then we just, continued on with our day. But it was like, I still can't believe that was only 4 days ago. It was 4 days. And within that 4 days, that same day, we just did so much that same day. We did. Because it was super early and we woke up. Every day has been super jam-packed for us since his visit here. But yeah, it's just so crazy to say that we're engaged. Like, what the heck? Did I do a good job? You did amazing, babe. Like, I just kept telling him, like, this is far more than I deserve. Like, I just can't believe you got me a ring that's beautiful. It took me like months to look for that specific one. Yeah.
and I watched so much like just information about sizes and shapes, and I think this one works with your finger the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it works.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
You're beautiful.
Stop.
You know, again, I can't ask for more. That day was perfect. You know, it was just perfect. Again, I had other chances though. We set up the whole trip so we knew which day we were gonna go where.
Yeah.
But I still had no clue which day I was gonna do it.
Okay, yeah. See, like every time we get to spend time together, we plan out our week for like, okay, we're gonna do this on this day and this on this day and this on this day. Yeah, it's kind of hard this time around because it's not like I was going to where he was and he could like set something up and plan it.
Right.
You're coming to me and I was the one who was planning everything for the week for us. So you kind of just had to like get your way into there and try and figure out like, okay, where can I do this? But yeah, it worked out. So in terms of like, I know some of you guys may have questions about like what is our next step from here, because obviously we are now officially engaged.
First comes love.
Then comes marriage.
Then comes LeizelxAllan. We have some plans in the future. Obviously we're going to close the gap on the distance.
Definitely, that's always been our end goal. We definitely do have a plan. And we're currently in the process of executing that.
I'd say they're gonna have to stay tuned.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to stay tuned to see what happens. But we definitely do have a plan for everything, and we will keep you guys updated so you can watch it unfold. But we're both just super excited and happy with where we are right now in our relationship and how things are moving along. We both know that even though things might not be the way we want them to be at the moment, it's just all a part of our journey. Like this is all the way things are supposed to be so they can become what we want them to be. And yeah, that's how I feel about it.
It's just all part of our journey. Every day we just write a page of our book and we turn the page every single day.
Take it day by day.
Yep. But you know, I can't ask for more. I'm super happy that we're engaged, and I'm looking forward for our next step.
Yeah, so that is pretty much our engagement story. That's how it went down. That's how it happened. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, you're just gonna have to stay tuned, or hopefully you guys watched our engagement video.
Where you kind of see how it happened. It was such a beautiful moment, for sure.
Yep.
If you aren't already subscribed to our channel, make sure you hit the little red button down below before you go so you don't miss any more videos that we post. And that is pretty much it. So we will see you guys in the next video. Bye. The ocean on the sand. She takes care of me, baby. She helps me be a better man. She's so good. Oh. Sometimes I stop and close my eyes. She's exactly what I need.